Welcome to the Revival Hall, where we empower you to do businesses with God. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. So we invite you to journey with us as we strengthen our faith through the powerful word of God. Every message you hear on this channel is designed to inject faith into your spirit and inspire you to take faith-based actions. It is through these faith-based actions that your breakthroughs, miracles, liberations will manifest in your everyday life. We are committed to providing you with a wide range of power-packed content that caters to every aspect of your life and godliness. We encourage you to click on that notification bell, subscribe, and share this video with your loved ones. Together, let's glorify God in our everyday life. Stay blessed.
The patriarchs knew something about God that we do not yet know. That is why we are yet to see their results. What did Joshua know that made him to speak to the sun to stand still? Can you replicate it today? If your answer is no, it is, most times when we study the Bible, dimensions that look too difficult, we just trivialize it and say it is unnecessary. It's like someone who says driving is unnecessary because you tried learning and you found out it was so hard. As hard as driving can be to you, there are people who do Formula 1. They run as if they want to die. Am I right? And they still win. There are people who literally play around with cars and you think a car is a toy they are playing around because they have mastered the mechanics of driving. Whereas there are even among those who drive, there are those who cannot drive a truck. Am I right on that? There are many Nigerians that fail driving tests when they go abroad. Am I right? Respectfully speaking, they may have been driving for a long time, making mistakes and surviving it by themselves, and they believe, some of them even have their drivers professionally in Nigeria. But as soon as they go abroad, they fail the test many times, and then they have to learn again. Then they start learning that, wow, there are still some things I need to learn. There are many programs here that even if you are a professional in Africa and Nigeria, when you go overseas, you are still made to have refresher courses. Am I right? Because they presume that there are certain things you do not know. That is the attitude that the believer must have as far as encounters are concerned, that there is still something about God I do not know. Apostle, I'm called into the prophetic. What makes you believe that you are a prophet? Well, I prophesied to somebody and it was correct. Is that all you know about the prophetic? Get back to the place of encounters. There is still a lot you need to know. Apostle, what do you know about the apostolic ministry? Well, I'm functioning in the apostolic ministry. With respect to what? What is the standard? What is the reference? What is the marking script? Tonight's teaching is to provoke and to challenge us to desire and press for encounters. In addition to all the things that God has been teaching us, I want to teach you something about encounters tonight that will change your life and to put you in a position where your Christian experience begins to produce extraordinary results. Because hear me, without encounters, your life will become and remain ordinary. It takes encounters, genuine encounters with God, to rise, to access power with men, power with God. Are you ready for tonight's teaching? I have taught us that an experience with God in the kingdom is the basis for your confidence. The believer's confidence is not based on nothing. The believer's confidence, please write, in the kingdom is based on your encounter with God. An experience with God is the basis for your confidence in the future, in the kingdom. Your life and your future will depend on the confidence that is derived from your encounters. Write that down, please. Your life and even your future will depend on the confidence that comes from your encounters. There are men you see who it looks like they do not fear, and you are wondering, is it that you are not afraid of life? They dare life with a level of confidence that is almost disturbing. Let me tell you, that confidence was not intrinsic within them. It was outsourced and derived from the excellency of their encounters. How dare you stand before Goliath except that you have met the God of the Bible? How dare you stand before Pharaoh and challenge him that you are advocating an exodus of about 2.5 million people? Can I tell you, many of us are not aware of the kinds of giants we will meet on our mountains. There is no mountain in destiny that is empty. If you meet an empty mountain, wake up, because you are dreaming. Every mountain already has giants. Did you hear what I said? There is no mountain that has children. Every mountain has giants. They sent the 12 spies and they went and returned. They said, truly, we saw everything. We took of the fruits. The land is flowing with milk and honey. But we met strange people there. The Anakims. These guys were giants. And they said, we were like them. We were like grasshoppers. Only 2 men in that generation entered. Caleb and Joshua. You need an experience with God. Man of God, you want to do ministry, you do not know the kinds of challenges that are standing in front of you, waiting, programmed by the enemy, and sincerely just the reality of life. You need an encounter with God to embolden you, to give you the audacity it takes to do the things that you have to do. This is true for ministry. This is true for businesses. Settle it once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, when God gives you a promised land, hear me, it is not without giants. There are giants on every man's promised land. The art of dispossessing those giants is predicated upon the confidence that your encounters produce. There are people who are bold like lions. I'm not talking about empty bold face that ends people in shame and misery and embarrassment. I'm talking about, it says the righteous are as bold as a lion. There is something about God that when you see, when you hear, when you know, nothing in life moves you again. Are we together?